I've been running for some time now, and it's drastically changed the way that I've been doing things. It's changed my training routine. It's changed my mindset in general. And here's why. So for those of you who don't know, I went to Europe for about a month and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I went to a couple games. I saw family there. And overall, every day was an unpredictable moment. I didn't know what the next day held. And I was still able to get work done. And it's kind of the lifestyle that I've always wanted to live. So when I came back, I was just feeling down. I was feeling a little bit depressed, with everything going on in the world as well. It just bothered me. Everything just, I just I couldn't focus. And my mood was just down. Like I was still getting work done, but my mood was just not there. I was just feeling down and down. One thing that I remembered was back in the summer, back in August, I was running quite a bit. I was running and I was also working out at the gym. So I told myself, you know what? Start running again. And what I started doing was at the gym, I started just going on the treadmill, just go on the treadmill. Just every single time I'd work out, I'd go on the treadmill, 25, 30 minutes on the treadmill. And what happened was I just started developing this thing. I started really enjoying it. And then I started going for runs outside and I started to look into it. I'll start to watch YouTube videos and I got really, really into it. And I've always done runs in the past, but this one was different. It was more significant because I learned how to properly run, this pace I should go at. I started listening to audiobooks while I was running, and that's a whole different experience. And it just helped me with my whole mentality. And adding weights with that, it's a whole different experience. So here's 3 benefits that I found from running since I started running again. The first benefit is my mindset. My mentality has completely changed. There's day-to-days, there's tough days. Nobody's perfect. Everyone has tough days, but what running has done, especially those days where I'm just feeling super, super low, when I go for a run, it kind of like shakes it off. It kind of helps me stay focused. I push hard. It's also a thing where I remind myself that I can do it. And anytime I want to stop, I just keep going. And it reminds me that just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And that's what running has done for me. That's the first thing. The second thing it's done is it's given me a hobby again. I haven't had too many hobbies as of lately. I'm someone who I like to work, I like to go to the gym, and I like to game sometimes, play some FC or FIFA, whatever you want to call it. So those are the 3 things I like to do, but there's no attainable, besides my work, which is attainable, everything else I didn't really have any sort of goals for. So when I started running, I told myself, you know what? Why don't you try to run 5K? Why don't you try to run 10K? I'm trying to run a marathon. We'll see what happens there. That's one of my goals. But I do have a goal to run a certain amount by the end of the year. So that is something that I've noticed, and it's helped me set that goal. It's made me more goal oriented. So I look at what kind of gear I can get. I look at, okay, how to run this sort of pace, how I can go faster, how I can run a little bit more. And it's just helped me with that overall. And the third thing is it's just given me just some sort of purpose again. I was feeling really low again, like I said, it's a lot of factors we all know, but it's just been this thing where anytime I go for a run, it's kind of like you're putting everything to the side and you're focusing on you. That's where I put myself first. I'm someone that I always put others ahead of me, and that's something that I need to not stop doing, but that's something that I need to limit a little bit more. But when I start running, it's me versus me. It's not me versus this person, not me versus that person. It's me versus me. And I can stop at any time, or I can just keep going. And for the most part, when I keep going, I feel that adrenaline. Sometimes what happens is as I'm going through a steady pace, I'll tell myself, hey, why don't you push a little bit more? And then I push a little more to the point where it's like, okay, when are you going to stop again? And then I push a little more and I stop again. Push a little more and I stop again. And what that's helped me realize is just in general in life, sometimes when you're feeling it, when you feel the momentum, just try a little bit more. And sometimes you have to pull back. You have to go forward and then you have to pull back. And that's something that I've learned from running. It's given me that sense of purpose again. It's helped me realize that there's more than to life than just, to just work and this and that. And for me, there's a lot of things that a lot of people like doing that I just don't really care about. And I've had to find my own hobbies, and running has just been one of those. Now, am I gonna run a marathon, a sub-marathon? Maybe. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. But that's what running has done for me. And I encourage you, if you're struggling, you feel a certain type of way, maybe go for a run. Maybe go for a 10-minute run and see how you feel. And yeah, go from there. If you want me to talk about some routines that I've been doing, like how I add weights into my running, what kind of diet I have currently, let me know in the comments down below. But running's been really helpful for me, and I hope you find value in this video. And if you do run, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to stay authentic. Peace.